Hello! So I just wanted to create a little YouTube clip to update everyone on what it's been like 6 weeks and 3 days since Three Peaks. We had a very good recce video, a very good announcement video, and I uploaded the footage from Three Peaks from Instagram onto YouTube. But other than that, it's gone pretty silent in here. So yeah, a little update. So firstly, recovery. It's been pretty up and down. I think I ran joggle 2 years ago, and recovery to joggle and recovery to Three Peaks have been very different. And they're probably only two challenges that I've got any comparison to. So first 2 weeks after Three Peaks, I was very much sofa bound, very much bed bound, and a lot of hot sweats, nightmares that I was still running, or dreams, nightmares, whatever you want to call them, that I was still running. And yeah, a very sedentary 2 weeks were first had. I then jumped on the bike and started to do some easy cycling. I actually had to go to Scotland for work, so I ended up walking about 3 weeks after, which was maybe a little bit early, but it's kind of the best situation I had. As I had 2 weeks of 2 weeks of recovery, a week of kind of easy cycling, and then I was in Scotland, so I had to do it. I started doing a bit of easy running, just as I wanted to move. And then I kind of had a week in Portugal, which was really lovely with some girlfriends, and it was nice to be a 24-year-old and having a bit of fun after a very serious kind of episode of training and focus on Three Peaks. And then I was back to London, and kind of the past 2 weeks have been kind of weird. I thought I was fully recovered. I've been back on plan with training, but I wanted to kind of get back into some more intensity and be a lot more fatigued than I kind of first thought. I've actually got my period back, which is quite a taboo thing when it comes to kind of, life, I suppose. But I've been quite open about it, and I have my period all throughout training. I'm not on any contraception, and I kind of am happy with that. I think it's important to try and get a natural period, especially when you're kind of doing as much mileage and training as me or someone like me as such. My period's back kind of 6 weeks since Three Peaks, which I think has been a really good marker to say that I am recovering, which also probably makes sense for those 2 weeks as to why I've been feeling so tired. All good. I feel like, recovery is up and down. It's not linear, and I love running and love everything it gives me. And so I feel like I want to get back into it, and I'm eager, feeling super motivated. I need to remember that, it's not linear. I also inevitably lost a lot of weight during Three Peaks, and have gained that back, which once again I think is a really good marker. I lost about 5 kilos, gained that back. Probably am more, as I have been a lot more sedentary, and as I just enjoying some time off. So I am really ready to get back into it, but pleased that weight gain's back, period's back, and I think it's a good sign that everything's functioning normally and correctly. So on another note of what I've been up to, I've been super fortunate to have been in lots of podcasts. I've been on Run Pod with Jenny Faulkner. I've been on Should I Delete That with Em Clarkson and Alex Light. I've been on 5 Miles Easy with Steph McCall and Rose Harvey, who actually wasn't there, but Steph interviewed me. And I've been on Josh Patterson's podcast, I Did a Runner, but that hasn't been released yet. I've then also been lucky enough to be invited to do some talks sharing my journey. I think I'm 24 years old. I've got so much to learn, a lot more experience to gain, and a lot more to give. And I love sharing my journey so far and my kind of vision as an athlete. So I feel very fortunate to share that. Not very good at public speaking. I talk very quickly, and despite being quite a confident person, public speaking is not my strong point, but I love sharing my story if it can inspire or impact anyone's life. We also, on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, we did a documentary filming and interviews with the crew. So with my parents and Tommy, who's my boyfriend and photographer, one day, and then we did Chris, logistics and coach, Hannah, who led PR, and Johnny, the physio, yesterday. So it's been a really amazing couple of days to kind of see the crew again, catch up with everyone, and also I think we've had 6 weeks to reflect. So perfect and digest. So I think there's a lot more to kind of unfold. And Matt, who does the video for me, and everything else, is creating documentaries. So it's going to be a very, very exciting documentary, and no pressure, Matt, who's behind the camera right now. So finally, from a kind of athletic place, what my goals are for the next year and a half, say. I want to do a fast marathon at the end of the year and just try and get some speed back into my body. And then next year, I think this is probably the first time I've kind of vocally spoken about it. There's a lot of kind of planning to be done and kind of research and a lot more thinking to be done, but I think I want to go into 24-hour running. I'm only young, so I feel like at the moment I live in London, the best is flat. I'm not in a position at the moment to kind of go to other places to train that much, kind of for long periods anyway. So I feel like ultimately the best place for me to get into the 24-hour stuff is London. A flat to train, and yeah, it's kind of situational. And also I've done a lot of boring miles and a lot of boring base miles. So I feel like I'm probably in the best position for that. And also being 24, if I don't enjoy it, then so be it. I've got more age and more time to do something else. But for the time being, 24-hour is the goal, and qualifying for GB, hopefully. So watch this space. I'll try to be more active on here because, albeit not very good, I do like to share my journey. And I do share snippets on Instagram, but I think it's nice to sometimes do a longer format thing. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's the kind of performance side of things. And yeah, as I said, I've been enjoying being a 24-year-old the past 6 weeks, enjoying a bit of time off, but I'm ready to get back stuck into running and all things performance. So yeah, feeling very fired up, very motivated, determined, and 3 Peaks has definitely left me more motivated than ever.